जाने समझे ज्ञान वास्तु शास्त्र का, पृथ्वी अग्नि जल वायु स्थान कहाँ आकाश का।
ओम वास्तु पुरुषाय नमो नमः।
खुद ही समझो खुद ही जानो, कहता है क्या घर आपका।
Both are my creations.
Yeah.
So he says both are my children. And because I am God, I cannot differentiate between two. Because I am God, I have to have the same vision for everyone. I cannot say he's good, he's bad, he's good, he's bad. How can a father differentiate between his two children?
Yeah.
He cannot.
He cannot.
Right. But a father, a human being father, maybe, but a God father will never do that. Right. So God says, I have no difference between the evil and a human being. So he says, both are my children. Both are my
Own kids.
creativity.
Yeah.
Right. I created them and I'm proud of both. So God is like that because that's why he's God, and that's why he's so modest and humble. Right. Now, if you are not sleeping here in your house, or say if there's a living room in your house in this corner,
Yeah.
that means you are not sleeping here, your father is not sleeping, your children are not sleeping, because you don't sleep in the living room, isn't it?
Definitely.
And if your kitchen is here, again you are not sleeping here. That means Uranus is here.
Okay.
Now you are sleeping here, wherever.
Anywhere.
But the vision of Jupiter is like this.
Okay.
So Jupiter is looking at whom?
Uranus.
The devil.
Devil.
And Jupiter says, wherever I will look, on whomever my vision goes,
My blessings would
my
go
blessings will go to him.
there. Okay.
So his blessings go to whom?
Devil.
The devil. Now what is the job of devil?
To create negative energies.
To create regression.
Yeah. To
You-
give
It
problems.
doesn't allow it to give problems.
Yeah.
To give suffocation. To give frustration.
Yeah.
Not allow you to progress. Not allow you to do something at one shot.
All the negative things are created by Uranus. That is the
because
devil.
that is his job.
Yeah.
The job of the devil is to create
To
problems.
create problems.
So he says, I'm blessed by God, but because my job is to create problems, right, I am going to create problems in this house.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
So he does that. If you are sleeping here, what happens? This vision of God
Jupiter falls over here.
falls on
and
you
we get
and you
blessings.
progress. Right? How does this happen? You remember I told you that the snake of the face of the snake, the head of the snake is the logo of Uranus.
Yeah.
So if you are not sleeping here, the face of the snake, the mouth of the snake, it is very flexible. The jaws like us are not connected. He has got two flexible jaws. He can go like this also. So when it swallows a rat, you think it cannot swallow anything more. Rat is too big for him to swallow.
Yeah.
Then you see him swallowing a rabbit, and you say, oh, I don't think he can swallow anything bigger.
Yeah.
But then he will also swallow a goat, a sheep, a lamb.
Yeah.
Oh, and because it is a flexible mouth. Now when you don't sleep here,
Yeah.
this face opens and dissolves all your resources, swallows all your resources. So it will swallow your health, your education, your wealth, your friends, your relatives, slowly and
peace of mind
gradually
too.
over a period of time of 7 years or 15 years, you will realize that today you have got nothing. You don't have friends, you don't have job, you don't have business, you don't have health, you don't have money, you have no support system, and you have become zero. Right? Because you never slept here. That is why it is important that you come and sleep here, come and sit in your office in this corner, so that this head goes slowly and it becomes closed. So that it cannot swallow your resources.
Okay.
So that is the science behind sleeping and sitting in the southwest corner, and this is the main thing about science of home building.
Definitely.
That even after correction, because we are going to, friends, discuss corrections of the house. I said the house should be like this, but if it is not, which most of us do not live in houses built on this science. So our house is going to be having n number of distortions according to the science. And when we will discuss those distortions, then will come the question of how do we correct it, right? So there are ways and means whereby you can correct it. But all said and done, if you correct all the things, but eventually if you say, for whatever the reason I cannot sleep in the southwest corner, then I will say, okay, now you will not have losses, but I cannot guarantee or certify for any progress. I cannot certify or guarantee for any profits. But with the corrections, now I can tell you that okay, the losses will not come. So whatever losses you were having by the way of maybe medical expenses, by the way of accident of your car, you had to pay up insurances, higher insurances, or maybe you got 3 tickets, your license was taken away. All these losses that were coming to you, unwanted, uninvited problems that were coming to you, now they have stopped coming, and that is only your profit. But in real sense, it is not your profit, because those were unwanted, unexpected expenses. Now they have stopped coming, so you feel good. It's like no news is good news.
Good.
But
Definitely.
actually there is no good news, you see. But you just be happy that okay, there is no news and it's a good news.
Definitely.
So that is something like that. Now,
Mr. Gyani, before moving further, I have a query. Like most of the viewers watching our show would be thinking, like, if we are sleeping over here in the southwest corner, our face should be facing east, or it should be facing north or south. Where? South, so definitely we cannot face, because it would be the sign of devil again.
we are not discussing position of the bed. We are discussing characteristics of this.
Yeah, definitely.
When we will discuss position of the bed,
Yeah.
at that time we will discuss position of the bed. But however, you put me this question, so I will say head in the west is second best,
Okay.
head in the south is first best,
Okay.
and there is no third best.
Third best.
Head in the south is first best, head in the west is
and the
second
second
best,
best.
there is no,
No
third,
third
best.
best.
You can only take either or, right?
Okay.
Depending on the situation of the room, situation of the furniture and other things. Okay.
Okay.
So now what I was trying to tell you is that you must sleep in the southwest corner, because the vision, the blessings of Jupiter are always coming here and nowhere else. So this is one reason.
Okay.
The other reason is the feet of the Vastu man, this human body, is in the southwest.
Yeah.
So you need to press this feet and stay here,
Yeah.
because eventually you do the running around on the feet, not
Feet.
on the
Head.
head. That is why I said don't sleep here, sleep here.
Sleep here.
Do not sleep on the head, sleep on the, okay. Then the third reason was that element earth is here, right?
Yeah.
So we are all living on this earth, planet earth.
Yeah.
But when we go to moon or when we go to Mars, we float in the space.
Yeah.
We are not stable there. We need support of something or the other to
Yeah.
float,
Float.
right?
Yeah.
And if we do not have support, we don't know where we will go, because the space can take us anywhere, isn't it?
Exactly.
So it is only because of the gravitational force that on earth we are stuck to the ground
Okay.
and we are stable.
Yes.
And that planet earth is here in this corner. So stability comes in this corner only.
Okay.
So now,
There's a science behind each and everything,
Yeah.
and there are practical reasons even which
Yeah,
you are trying to
yeah,
explain
yeah,
to our
yeah.
viewers.
so it is this corner that
Yeah.
you have to be in, right? Okay, so far so good. Okay, we'll talk. There's so many things. We'll talk later. So you have to sleep here. Now the question is that if you are sleeping here, and not sleeping here, now after you have listened to me, immediately you decide that, oh,
To shift
I am
over
going to
here.
sleep here. Please don't do it. If you do it so, if you go right away into this corner to sleep, I am not responsible for any mishap that happens, because there is a rule of 7 weeks you must follow before permanently going and sleeping in this room. I again say, I am not responsible if something wrong happens to you. Please do not go directly into this room. Please follow a 7-week rule that I am going to explain to you now. Only after following that 7-week rule, you are supposed to come in this room. So what is that 7-week rule? You must understand carefully, and you have to follow it religiously. You cannot play mischief with that, because if you go there directly, there is a chance that some physical problem will happen to you and you will be hospitalized, and in the hospital the doctors may say that, well, we don't know whether we will be able to save this gentleman or not, we are trying. However, I know that you are going to be saved and you will come back home, but for 15 days there will be so much stress to your family that it becomes unbearable, and it is going to be a loss of money, because you are going to pay big bills, medical bills in the hospital. So please don't do that. Follow the 7-week rule. Now what is the 7-week rule? For example, I repeat, for example, today is a Friday and you decide that I am going to sleep in this room from today. You are sleeping here or here or here or wherever. So it is first week, Friday. So you came here, you slept here for one night. Go back to your room for another 6 days. Friday you slept here, supposedly this was your room. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday you are going to sleep here. Next Friday, second week, you are going to sleep Friday and Saturday. Then again for 5 days you will come here, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Third Friday, third week, you will sleep Friday, Saturday and Sunday. So basically what you are doing is, you are adding 1 day to this room every week and you are reducing 1 day to this room every week. Slowly and gradually you are supposed to come here. The reason behind this, following this 7-week rule, is that this corner happens to be the corner of devils. Because you were never using this room for years together, the devil realized that as it is, nobody comes into this room at night. They are sleeping here, here and here. So let me occupy this room and let me start staying here. So the devil has started staying here already. So if all of a sudden you realize that, oh, I want to go and sleep there, I want to go and occupy that room, the devil is not going to like it. The devil is not allowing you to go to come to his room and share his room with him. So the devil will not like it and he will make sure, please go to the hospital. Go to the hospital, don't come here. So that you never come back and sleep here. Because you are going to say, oh, Mr. Gyani told me that I must sleep here. I went to sleep there and I was hospitalized. So I am never going to sleep there. That's what it wants. That is what the devil wants. There could be experiences like, when you go to sleep there, even after following the 7-week rule, there have been people who have shared their experiences with me, saying that when I went to sleep in that room, at night I got a feeling that somebody was sitting on my heart, on my chest, and it was not allowing me to breathe. Doesn't matter. Then what happened? I woke up just like that, with a lot of fear. Doesn't matter. It happens. Nothing wrong will happen. There have been instances where people have realized that somebody was pressing my neck and I couldn't breathe. Don't worry. They are small things. They will happen. But instead of suffering all your life, you have to have some faith in me, have some faith in yourself, and have belief in the science. You have to, unless and until you come and sleep here, things are not going to work out for you. So you have to take that chance. And because I have briefed you now that these things will happen, you know that these things will happen.
Mr. Gyani, one question again. What if our fear doesn't allow us to enter that room next Friday or whatever the weekend would be? If it doesn't allow us to go to that room and we cannot go there.
Light a candle in front of Jesus.
Okay.
Tell him, I was advised by somebody, I'm supposed to go and sleep into that room. I'm praying to you, give me a good night's sleep. I should get up early in the morning, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock. I should get up fresh and I should not have a feeling that I couldn't sleep properly. So please bless me, I'm going and sleeping in that room. There are things, there are situations which you cannot handle yourself. So you have to go to God. You have to go to your God, whoever he may be. He may be Allah, he may be Jesus, he may be Mahadev, he may be Krishna, he may be Hanumanji, anybody, any God. You know, whomever you are praying. So you go to him and take his help and tell him, bless me, I'm going to sleep in. Because this science is about 5 elements.
Okay.
This science is about
5
earth,
elements.
water, fire, air and space. You, me, every creature on this earth is made up of these 5 elements. And this galaxy, this planet earth is also made up of these 5 elements. So it is very important to have a good tuning of these 5 elements as we have in this earth. Right. So in my body, in my house, this house is also made up of 5 elements.
Okay.
So what we are looking for is a good chemistry between the house, me and the
elements
and the surroundings.
Yeah.
Right. So once we achieve that, we have a peaceful life.
Definitely.
Once we distort, supposingly we do not have this corner, supposing we don't have this corner in our house. It is a dismembered corner. So what happens?
We don't have the blessings of the Jupiter.
You don't have Jupiter to bless you. You don't have the head. You cannot take decisions.
Exactly.
So your house is without a head.
Without a head.
That is what. So the chemistry is distorted. It does not match with my body. My house does not match with me and with the the surroundings. So we cannot have a house that does not have a head. Because if it does not have a head, then you know how it is.
Definitely.
Right?
Yeah.
So we will talk that later about dismemberment and extensions. So now what we were saying is that when you are coming here slowly, what you are actually doing is you are giving respect to this energy and you are giving time to this energy to please go and look for yourself another home, because now I am going to come and occupy this room. So when you do it slowly and gradually, this energy gets respect and it also gets time to look for some other house.
Definitely.
Right.
Yeah.
But if you go directly into this room, what you are actually doing is you are entering an open mouth of a snake. Not snake's mouth, an open mouth of a snake. You just go in and it swallows you. So we are not doing that. We want to do it slowly and gradually.
Like it is well said, slow and steady wins the race.
Okay, great. Yes. So my friends, you have to go here with patience. There is a chance that when you are going here, one day, second week and third week you need to travel for whatever the reason, because this energy might make some arrangements that you don't come here and it will send you to travel. Doesn't matter, you go travel, but when you come back you can start with the third week routine, with the fourth week routine. Don't worry, don't bother yourself with, oh, I slept there for 2 weeks, 1 day, 2 days, and the third week I had to travel from Los Angeles to California, and from Los Angeles to New York, and I don't know what to do now. Doesn't matter. When you come back, you can start the routine from third week. That is 3 days a week.
आओ जाने